Put on a smile and no one would know. Now, I bet some of y'all are just sitting there confused on like, hey, Cario, why would you start a video off like that? Are you okay? I don't know. I really don't know. Some of the OGs who've been on the channel, they know that what I said at the start of the video is literally the title of a video from 5 years ago. And it was the first video, I believe, I stated how my mental health was. How I was always putting other people's happiness before my own. How it didn't matter to me if I was happy as long as I can help change someone's fate or brighten someone's day. And I guess y'all are wondering, like, what do you mean by changing someone's fate? Well, a lot of people's mental health sends them into a dark spiral, and it makes them do something that we will not be saying on the channel at all. But just know, during that time, I met a lot of people who was very much in their heads, and I tried to make them smile. And I helped a few, but I couldn't help a lot during the time. And I stressed myself out about it because guess what? I was the creator. I was the big brother. Like, bro, this is your family. What you gotta be there for them, right? Now, I wouldn't be making this video if something didn't trigger it in the first place. I was talking to one of my friends on Instagram last week, and she showed me a ring that her boyfriend gave her, and she claimed that her and her boyfriend were engaged. And I was happy for her, but guess what? I also envied her, because at one point, I guess you could say, I was engaged to a girl. And I bet a lot of y'all are literally sitting there in your desk right now. Here we go again. Why does he keep bringing up this same girl? Broke up with him the same day his mom passed. Why do you keep bringing it up? I thought you were done with that after you dropped the EP on her. And I thought so too. I thought I was done with the whole holding on to her, obsessing over her. I thought I was done. And I'm just gonna man up right now and apologize for that EP, because I said some stuff in that EP that, even though she probably never heard it, but I did say some stuff in that EP that probably would offend her. Calling her a cheater, calling her a liar in a way, because she promised that she wouldn't break up with me during the time. And the day my mother passed, and the day she broke up with me, it left an everlasting impact. But she had her reasons to break up. And even though I mentioned it in another video from a couple years ago, how it's literally titled The Truth, where I was crashing out on her for nothing. Technically, I wasn't crashing out on her. I was just coming to the platform complaining how I didn't get no type of closure on why she broke up with me. And keep in mind, this was a child relationship, I guess you could say, where I was 16 at the time. Anything I did at that time, understandably, was immature as a kid. Claiming I was in love, claiming I was engaged, just because I was dating probably the cutest girl in the entire world during the time that I saw. And we were literally fairly close in age, she was like a year off from me. I was 16, she was 15, but again, we were kids at the time. I don't care what you say that 15 is technically a teenager and so is 16. No, the frick it isn't. Well, technically, like, it's the number, but if you still act like a kid during the time, does it really count as you being a teenager? So I was immature, and I was blinded by what I thought was love. Now, granted, I don't exactly know what love is or how it would feel like. I classify love in probably 4 different factors. You got the love of God, which is always going to be at the top. The family love, which is the people you're always surrounded by. The mutual relationship love, which is pretty much you with your significant other. And then there's the mutual love, where you love your friends as bros, homies, or just people who were close to you at the time. That's how I labeled it. That's the tier of love I created. So granted, I know what the love of God is because I love God. I don't think it's ever been a secret on this channel. And then you have the family love. I love my family. I may act like I don't want to be around them half the time, but they're still my family. They're the ones who's been with me through thick and thin. And then there's the relationship love. I wouldn't know what it's like because I hadn't been in a relationship since I was 16. That type of love, when you're 16, play love, because did you really love her? Did she really love you? It's kind of confusing, but scratch all that. And then there's the mutual love you have for your friends. It's more so respect, actually, not love. But those, I've experienced that, the love of God and family love. But love in general, I never really experienced. You could say the words as much as you like, and there are times when you'll get butterflies, and as they say, you get nervous around the person you like. And I've had my fair share of crushes during the time. In fact, I guess you could say I loved someone when I was in college, but then again, that's play love, because what is the relationship love? What is the eternal love in a relationship? I don't know. So scratch all that. Going back to the girl that is engaged to her friend, when I saw that ring, it took me back to a time when I claimed to be engaged to the girl I was dating at the time, because I was wearing a school promise ring that looked identical to a wedding ring, and I would wear it almost every day because I was in that relationship. And everybody would ask, hey, are you married? No. Like, younger me would say yes, but look at me now, like, bro, I was wearing a school promise ring. That was like, yeah, it looked like a freaking wedding band. I honestly didn't know what a wedding band looked like until my classmate said something. So I used that ring to symbolize me being married to the girl. And truth be told, I also used it to prove my loyalty. Like, wearing a wedding band, you don't just wear it for nothing. You wear it because you are loyal. I don't know what younger me was thinking. It kind of hurts thinking back at it. But during that whole process of me getting hit with nostalgia, I got hit with other mental issues that I was practically trying to bury deep inside. Like, how many times I've let y'all down this year, talking about how, oh, we're gonna hit 100,000 subscribers within 2 years. And honestly, I don't really believe that's a possible goal, because why did I set myself up like that? Like, there are some days where I want to like be like, nah man, we're not gonna make it. And then there's other days where I'm like, bro, we're gonna make it. And then there are promises that I've kept, well, promises that I made that I didn't keep. I promised that I'll be reacting to some of y'all's analog horrors and like throughout the day. And truth be told, I've gotten so many of those suggestions that it's kind of hard to keep up with them. So I hadn't really gotten around to recording them. And then I made a promise to y'all that I was going to do an 8-hour live stream last month to celebrate the channel's anniversary. And I got ended up getting sick around the time. and I just couldn't do the live stream even after I got better. And then coming into this month in general, I was considering starting a new series for the channel, which will probably be the first ever series on the channel, called Christmas in the City, because we've never had a Christmas series. And that series was actually going to entail me uploading for 25 days straight and have a Amazon gift card giveaway somewhere in between them. Now we're practically 1, maybe 2 weeks away from Christmas, and I hadn't even made the announcement. And it's like, why do you keep doing this to yourself? Why do you keep saying things that you know you might not be able to live up to? Keep in mind, you work a 9 to 5, and then when the moment you start seeing your views and numbers fall, you get shooken, and then you start getting in your head about this all over again. And I guess you could say it scares me. Hitting 100,000 subscribers is a big goal, and I'm not taking back what I said, but I feel like the 2-year limit kind of puts a dent on it, don't you think? We're in a time where YouTube itself is not the same. You can still grow as a content creator, but you can't grow as fast as you used to. Honestly, you technically can if you count like YouTube shorts and stuff. But the problem with that goal is I got so much other stuff going on in the background, bro. Like, I'm making music and I'm working on 2 other projects and then I work a 9 to 5. Like, bro, are you good? You keep piling your plate up with so much stuff because you're trying to be like the big guys. Truth be told, you're trying to keep yourself busy. You're trying to keep your hands like on something. So you not only neglected your community, but you're neglecting your goal, your dream. Like, you had, like, I get it, music. You wanted to be a musician when you were like in 5th grade. That's fine. The other project you're working on, it's stressful. It's gonna take some time. And then you still gotta go through like 20 different sources before it can really be official. And that's why you can never announce it on the channel, because you don't have those type of connections. And then keep in mind, I'm also trying to get somebody for the Creators Lounge episode 2, which is a project that was supposed to have been on the channel. It's a little series where I just sit down and interview other content creators in my range, or someone who been at 1,000 subscribers, or someone that's above 1,000 subscribers. But I can't get in contact with half those people because guess what? They're all working on their own channels or living their own life. You can't keep trying to pile your plate up. You can't have your cake and eat it too. It's impossible. It's impossible because you're carrying too much weight. You keep yourself busy and you're acting like you're one of those big time YouTubers who literally has the connections, the community to really, push out certain projects to support it. You're not one of them. So when I start to realize that more and more as a content creator, I start to trouble myself. What am I doing wrong? You got so many things going on in your life that you can't even stick to one thing. And I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not mad that I'm doing this other stuff, bro. I'm not. But I am getting to the point where it's harder to start. It's getting harder to jungle all these other projects, because keep in mind, I got to put one of those projects down so I can work on YouTube, and then I got to put another project down so I can also go to work. Half the time I actually have to put my YouTube down just so I could focus on keeping my job, and so I can keep the lights on here and keep the Wi-Fi going. That way I can get content out for y'all. So yes, I'm in a mental struggle right now. I just feel like I'm letting y'all down. I'm not done talking about this. My battery's gonna die on this camera, but I will get this part one out. There'll be a part two going a little bit more in depth about how stressful it is trying to be a big time content creator when you're not even a big time content creator. I must get some rest because I got work in a couple of hours. This video should be out for about 5, maybe 6 o'clock later tonight. And I'm gonna just keep it 100. I'm grateful for my community, bro. I've never once hated the idea of being y'all's big brother, being y'all's anchor, because again, this platform became my second home for a reason. I got myself out of a bind so I could help other people out of their binds. Remember, we as a family stay together as we continue to grow together. I love each and every one of y'all. CarioCityGamer signing out. Peace.